I just want to start this video off by saying that my 20s has probably been the most interesting years of my life by far. I will be 29 at the end of this year, and this is the year that I want to make count, which means that I have until December 31st to create my dream life, and that is only 258 days away to be exact. I can't believe that I'm already about to be 30 in 2 years. Like, where has the time gone? Not only have my 20s just been flying by, but there has been many times that I have felt very lost within these years of my life. I ended up ending a 5-year relationship in 2018. I got pregnant in 2019. In 2020, I had my beautiful daughter, which was right during the pandemic, which was a whole nother thing on its own. And now I have just been navigating the single mom life ever since. Luckily for me, I have been blessed with a great family, and my mom and sister have been helping me immensely throughout these years, and Lord knows I needed that because it is so hard to be a single mom. And ever since I had her, I have so much more motivation to create my dream life, but it's 5 years later, and what have I even done? So from 2019, when I was pregnant, all the way up until 2022, which is when I moved here to San Antonio, Texas, I just did food delivery, which if you've ever done food delivery before, you kind of know it's just like not sufficient for paying for everything. Somehow I managed that, but at least for me, it did not cover my bills, and I was constantly struggling. And I did that for so long because obviously I loved working for myself, but it wasn't really sustainable. And so I ended up getting a job at HEB, and I actually just quit this past December. Although HEB is such a great company and it really was a pretty simple job, I don't know, like working for somebody and somebody telling me what to do and when to do it just does not work for me. And so I was trying to find other alternatives, like what kind of business can I create to where I can still like make a lot of money but be on my own time. And so I started real estate. So basically I worked a whole year doing real estate part-time and then worked at HEB. So yeah, I'm a year and a half in, and like real estate is a lot. I love this business and I love serving my clients and showing homes, but I just feel like lately I haven't been super passionate about it. And I think I've always kind of actually really felt that way because I know how I feel when I write music and create music and just create content like this. It's a totally different type of passion than what I feel for real estate. And I think what I've been doing is I've been just choosing random businesses or things that I think I could be good at to mask feeling like I would be incapable of doing what I actually love doing. And I've always just made up these weird lies in my head, like, you've only sang on camera, you can't speak on camera, that would be weird, you'll sound weird, it'll be uncomfortable for you. It's like, duh, you have to be uncomfortable to grow sometimes. So here we are at 28 years old, and I'm literally contemplating everything. It just seems like every time I want to do this, I start overthinking and having thoughts of self-doubt, and then I never end up doing it. And I'm the type of person who, I listen to the self-development, I read motivational books. I have done that for years of my life, so I know what to do. I know how to think, but the thoughts still just overtake my brain. And this has been a battle for me for years, to the point where I was just getting way too much anxiety and having panic attacks, all because I don't want to go back to a regular job. So let me tell you this quick little story. I kept getting up for a week straight between 3 and 4 a.m. And this happens like periodically, but usually not days in a row. And one of the nights I just could not sleep. I was like, I should just go on my phone, which you're not supposed to do, bad idea, because being on your phone at night makes you not be able to sleep even more. But I was like, whatever, I can't sleep anyway. So I went on my phone, I went on YouTube, and the first video that popped up at the top was a video by a guy who goes by the name of Dr. Miles, and it was called Why God Wakes You Up Between 3 and 5 a.m. Meanwhile, I'm over here thinking, is the government watching me? Because how creepy. So I ended up watching this video. It was about 20 minutes long, and it was just basically him talking about how sometimes when you wake up between 3 and 5 a.m., you're not really meant to just go back to sleep because God might be trying to tell you something in the quietness of the night, or wants you to pray about something that's heavy on your heart. So I did pray, and then I decided, okay, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. But again, I just could not go back to sleep for the life of me. And so I went back on my phone again. Bad idea, but not really this time, but usually yes. In most cases, that is a bad idea. But I opened YouTube again, and the very top of the video, I don't remember who the creator was, but it said, God wants you to create. And I don't know if it was a sign or what, but after watching the 3 to 5 a.m. video and what that said, and then all of a sudden seeing this God wants you to create video, which I had never seen that topic or title ever before, was so interesting to me. And I just kept it in the back of my brain, and now I'm just like taking it as, hey, God wants me to create. So now I just want to build that confidence and that drive to really be consistent posting and make that happen. This year, as I mentioned in a previous video, I have really been learning the art of letting go. I've been watching a lot of Aaron Dowdy videos. I don't know if you know who he is, but I've been watching tons of his videos, and it's really helping me just feel at peace with everything. Just knowing that everything really does work out for your good if you let go of the outcome and are genuine and happy within the process of what you are doing in this moment. I do know that it is going to be so challenging just with being a single mom and running a whole nother business and with everything else that I have going on. And let me just tell you, if you feel tired, like me too. I'm so tired. I am tired of doing things. I'm tired of working. I am tired. I am so tired. And to be real, I almost talked myself into getting a whole nother 9-to-5 job, like a full-time one, because basically all the normal jobs I've worked have been part-time. But I almost talked myself into just getting a full-time 9-to-5 job so that it'll be sustainable and I'll have a steady paycheck. But there's no way that I'm actually talking myself into that, because I have to be an example for my daughter that she can follow her dream and do whatever she wants to do. So I don't care how tired I am. With me being so passionate about content creation and music, I'm definitely gonna have more excitement than fatigue. I do want to say that as part of this 258 days to create my dream life, there are so many other personal things that I want to work on, such as getting up early, going to the gym, eating better because I eat horribly. And that is something I really need to work on now that I think about it. I really need to eat better. But just making small positive changes to other areas of my life that can help benefit me into becoming my better self. I think I have a problem with trying to do everything at once or trying to do too much. So I'm trying to tell myself, like, chill out, Larissa, but still create the time and space to do the things that I love, which is this, but maybe not be so hard on myself. If you're a small content creator like me, I just want to invite you to this 258-day challenge, especially if you're a single mom. I know that it's like going to be 10 times harder, but I believe that it'll be so worth it in the end. There's a quote by Mel Robbins that says, "You are only one decision away from a completely different life." I personally am challenging myself to try and post at least once or twice a week, and even if I can't do that, then that's okay, but I'm going to try and be consistent with that, because I know that if I am, then I'll definitely be a lot further along then than I am now. But I guess by the end of the year, we'll see what actually happens. So if you feel lost in your 20s and you're just trying to make ends meet, I am here with you. We are going to do this, and I am so excited for our growth. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.